How's everybody doing? What a beautiful day, beautiful weather, beautiful people. It's a good day to be alive on Mother Earth, celebrating life itself, family, friends, good food. That's what it's all about. So I'm going to go ahead, as Native Americans, before we do anything, in life with the people, we always open up in a good way. And that is through prayer, through acknowledging the Creator, acknowledging the land. So I'm going to go ahead and offer a prayer for my time with you this afternoon. So let's pray. I'll be praying in the Apsalogat language. Akbarati ababitchigajam balay lagosh, dise shahomuk, baptichesh telesachesh bachwik, bilik balay wahamikarekta, bawachajish dik, alitchesh kogota balayala, ek bawachesh kyadam, chajujelik, malabashkulak, and then New Jersey, Konakosh, Hoho Isia and our ba Biligiwilik, Bawai Hadi, Bihachili Bikyo, Akilele Stagolak, Shbabidulak, Shbilachbagolak, Agibilachbaga, Awishbawata, Aline Konmawata, Balayas Sala, Balay Lagosh, Aho. All right, turn to your neighbor, shake their hand, and say, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, turn to your other neighbor on the other side, give them a high five and say, I'm glad you're alive. Yeah. So we always open up in a good way through prayer and through song. So I'm going to go ahead and offer a flute song for our time. I'm going to play this flute song. As I'm playing this flute song, I want all you good people to think about what you're thankful for in this life, all right? So as I play this song, just think about what you're thankful for. All right. What are you thankful for? Just kidding. Thank you. All right. So what were you thankful for? Raise your hand. Family. How many thankful for your family? Yeah, that's right. All right. What else? What else? What are you thankful for? Mother Earth. How many thankful for your mama? Yeah, you better be. Better honor your mama. Hey. Who else? Who else? Water. Somebody say water is life. Look at your neighbor and say, Mini Wachoni. Yeah, water is life. That's right. Couple more, couple more. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? Friendship, right? Friends. How many got good friends? You come here with a good friend? Point to your good friend. Point to your good friend. Yeah, it's my homie right there. It's my squad. Yeah, what's up? One more good one. What are you thankful for? Nature, right? Mother Nature. Awesome. Good one, good one. All right. So I'd like to introduce myself in the Apsalogat language. I say, Shoudaje, Balaja Age Machalahu, Biashichirik, Nawaba Itchish. Hello, my good relatives. My name is Christian Parrish, takes the gun, a.k.a. Superman. My Apsalogat name is Age Machila, which means good fortune on Mother Earth. My clan is the Ashichira, which is the Big Lodge clan. So as you can see, I am a Native American dancer. This style is called the men's fancy dance. It's the most contemporary style of powwow culture. I am a flute player, as you saw, playing the flute. I am a hip-hop artist, believe it or not. You know, Native Americans, you know, we're doctors, we're lawyers, we're teachers, we're hip-hop artists. You know, we're just like, you know, we're living this life at this time, you know, like everybody else. And so we have all those things, you know, in our communities. And so I am a father, you know, I am a husband. I got 3 beautiful kids and 2 ugly ones. Hey, practicing comedian. Hey. 3 beautiful kids, we're all beautiful. So I want to make sure everybody is paying attention. Dun, 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 dun. All right. If you're happy, you can know it, clap your hands. Lions and tigers and bears. Yeah, what's up, old school people? Yeah. Nationwide is. Hey, you guys watch too much TV like me. Hey. Red Robin. Okay, you guys got those over here. All right, that's good, that's good. Let's try it one more time. Dun, 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 dun. If you're happy, get over, clap your hand. Lions and tigers and bears. Nationwide is. Hey, give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are with me. Oh, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So, as you can see, how many of you have never seen this before? You're looking at me on stage and you're like, why? What is that? You know, why is he dressed like that? What is that? Raise your hand if you have never seen this before. Okay. All right, so real quick, for those who don't know what this is, you saw some dancers out here, and you know they were wearing, like my brother here, he has a different style of regalia, and his headpiece there, you know, it's different than what I'm wearing or other dancers. So this is called the men's fancy. This is the most contemporary style, as I told you. This style originated in Oklahoma. I'm from Montana. So it is an adopted style of powwow dancing that I adopted from the natives down there in Oklahoma. And the origin of this dance, it comes from the crazy dance or the horse dance. Back in the day, they had these brothers, they saw the horses, these Ponca brothers from the Ponca tribe, saw these horses in the corral, and a storm was coming, and the horses were getting rowdy, and you know, they were just kind of getting rowdy, and those 2 brothers went inside that corral, and they started dancing with those horses, lifting their knees, you know, high, like the horses were doing, and they were getting kind of, you know, look crazy. The women said, hey, what are you guys doing? Quit doing that crazy dance. You guys look crazy. Quit doing that horse dance, that crazy dance. So that's where it originated, from the horse dance or the crazy dance. And also they had the Buffalo Bill Wild West show. How many ever heard of the Buffalo Bill Wild West show? Okay, so they had the Buffalo Bill Wild West show, you know, shortly after the Battle of the Little Big Horn, you know, when Custer got whipped, you know, they, he got whipped, and they were exploiting natives, putting them on this show, putting them on display, and they danced, but they gave them a little bit of money, you know. So if you're on that show, you got a little bit of money, you can feed your family. So they would dance and audition to get on this show. They would dance traditional style, like this. You know, pretty basic, you know, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And then they sang the slower songs, you know, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, no, you know. And then every once in a while, the dancers would go like this. You know, do a little fancy turn, you know, something that wasn't really traditional. And the people who were picking the dancers said, oh, hey, we'll take that guy, you know, this is a show, we want something kind of fancy, we'll take that guy, you know. So they started picking the ones who were getting fancy and flashy to where it was harder to pick them. So the natives were like, hey, I see what's going on, they're picking the fancy ones, you know. So they all started ducking down and getting kind of fancy like that. And they put them on the show. And instead of just the traditional, you know, songs, you know, slower, they said, we'll sing faster songs. And they promoted this dance called the men's fancy. Instead of just the one bustle on the bottom, as you see this, they said, we'll put another one on top. Make it flashy, you know, for the crowd, for the people. Instead of just a traditional dance, they said, get fancy. Come on, hey. maybe not that fancy, Michael Jackson, eh? So they said, get fancy. They did. They promoted this dance. A lot of people came out. It was a huge success. And the first men's fancy dance champion, his name was Gus McDonald from the Ponca Nation. So natives, we see something we like, we kind of make it our own. We keep it going. That's what they did with this dance. You used to be able to go to a powwow and look at the way they were dressed and say, oh, she's got a jingle dress on. She's Ojibwe, you know. Or I see that bustle, you know, that style. He's Lakota, you know, Northern traditional. Nowadays, you can't do that. You can't tell the different tribes too much. But this is how you tell. You see this beadwork right here? You see that design, those colors? That's Crow beadwork. That's Apsalugat beadwork. And this is the beadwork that my wife did for me. She's awesome. Give her a round of applause, my baby. Yeah. So that's how you tell the different styles, you know, the different tribes. It's like, oh, that's the Blackfeet design, or, you know, whatever tribe, that's their design. And these are the beadwork that my wife and my daughter did my medallions. So everywhere I go, you know, they put their heart and their soul and their prayers into each stitch, into each bead. So wherever I go, I take my family with me, you know. As I'm standing here talking to you good people, my family they are with me, you know, helping me and strengthening me. So that's a little bit about these values that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and display this dance, which is called the Men's Fancy. And, you know, the values that come along with these dancers out here in the circle who danced for you earlier. The values that I was taught about this circle are like this. My grandpa, he was the president of the Native American Church, Peyote, you know. He fought the Supreme Court and won that we could practice these spiritual ways of NAC. And so he said, you want to come out to the circle, grandson? He said, you can't just come out here, you know, look all cool, try to win some money, because there's a lot of competition nowadays. He said, that's not why we dance. He said, we come out to this circle to dance for the people, the ones who are watching. Some of them, you know, they can't dance. They might be, you know, in wheelchairs or whatever they do, you know, they can't get up. That's who you dance for. Some of them may have lost a loved one. You know, their hearts are heavy, you know. Some of them may be sick in their bodies. They need a healing. Those are the people that you dance for. Because when you come out to this circle, you have to have a good heart, he said. And if you have a good heart, they watch you and they can see your heart. And if it is in a good place, their spirit is uplifted and healing takes place, he said. So those are the values that come along with these dances that you see here today. So I'm going to go ahead and display this dance, which is called the Men's Fancy Dance. And I want to dedicate this dance to all the women. All the women. We want to honor women today. And I also want to dedicate this dance to all the missing and murdered indigenous women and indigenous people all over the world. And if you good people who can hear my voice would help me honor them in a good way by standing to your feet, I appreciate your respect. Thank you. And maybe as you're standing there, say a little prayer, you know, in your heart. Send some good vibes, you know, for their safe return and for the comfort of their families. Thank you.